Hello Team 2 and welcome to Friday the 22nd of May's learning. It's good to see you guys. Let's get started with our reading. So our first question is about the piece that we started to read yesterday. So our question is, why did the ducks leave their home? And we've got four options. It was too small, it was destroyed, they wanted to live in the sea, they wanted to explore. So our sentence stem is going to be, the ducks left their home because. So why did the ducks leave their home? Let's read again and remind ourselves, why did the ducks leave their home? The ducks left their home because past the last house, past the factory gates, past the edge of town, there, hidden at the feet of ancient trees, sparkled a small green pond. Tall reeds rushed around its edge, hiding croaking frogs and clouds of buzzing insects. The pond was home for two small wild ducks who spent their days swimming and diving for food and their nights sleeping safely on a small island. One day, huge rumbling machines crawled towards the pond. With a roar and a gurgle, out poured the pond's precious water. Now the pond and island were gone forever. The ducks would have to find another place to live. The ducks needed water, where they could swim and find food and a safe place to sleep. So, can you finish the sentence? The ducks left their home because. The island was gone forever. The ducks would have to find another place to live. Was it because it was too small? Because it was destroyed? Because they wanted to live in the sea? They wanted to explore? So pause the video here. Write me the stem sentence. The ducks left their home because. Pause me now. The ducks left their home because it was destroyed, wasn't it? The ducks would need to find another place because it was gone forever. These huge grumbling machines crawled towards the pond and then outpoured the pond's precious water. The island was gone. The ducks would have to find somewhere else to live. It was destroyed. Now we've got two more sentences, two more questions on today's passage. So we've got question 14, the ducks did not like the sea. Why not? We've got to find two reasons. So the ducks did not like the sea because of this and this. And why did someone put the ducks in a box? So we've got four options: to take them to a new home, to protect them from the seagulls, to live in a box, to take them back to their old pond. So we've got four options there. So someone put the ducks in a box to what? Let's have a look at the text to help us out. So pause me now. Have a read of this text, guys. Pause me now. All day, the two ducks. Let's remind ourselves of the questions first. So the ducks did not like the sea because of this and this. Someone put the ducks in the box to what? So all day the two ducks flew, leaving the town and its grumbling machines far behind. At last, very tired, they came to the sea. But the waves were frightening, the water was salty, and they couldn't find any food. So the ducks did not like the sea because there's three options there, isn't there? So we'll come back to that in a minute. Grumpy seagulls squawked and chased them away. When the sun went down, the two ducks slept in a silent fairground. The fair and the beach could not be a home for the wild ducks, so the next day they flew on until they found a busy river. That night, two tired little ducks slept on a small bobbing boat, but almost went out to sea in the morning. The homeless ducks flew and flew. Then, just before the sunset, they found another pond. The ducks hid in some thick reeds, but they were found, pushed into a dark box, and jolted around for a long time. At last, they were set free on a lake where tall reeds rustled, frogs croaked, and clouds of insects buzzed over the clear water. A new home at last. So the ducks did not like the sea because. Have you answered this question? The ducks did not like the sea because of this and this. So you've got to pick two reasons. And question 15, someone put the ducks in the box to what? So pause here, write your stem sentences and answer them, please. Pause me now. Have a look. So the ducks did not like the sea because the waves were frightening and the water was salty and they couldn't find any food. But it's only asked us for two. Okay, so you've got to make sure you've got two of those three. And question 15, someone put the ducks in the box to take them to a new home. So their new home is a lake, isn't it? So someone was kind, saw that they were struggling in a little pond, and they thought, I know where these ducks will love. So they put them in a box to take them to a new home on the lake. Well, that's your guided reading finished, guys. Good job. Okay, our maths for today is a little check-up and make sure that we're using all of those math skills all of the time. We're not letting any of them go. So have a look at the arithmetic. How can you figure it out? Do you need to count on? Do you need to split your tens and your ones? Do you need to jump and find the difference? How are you going to find your answers? And then we've got some multiplication and some division questions. So find the easy maths, use your quick maths, okay, for the arithmetic. And then how many cups does the pot hold? So you've got a little problem here that you're going to have to work through and try and figure out if the blue bowl holds this many cups and a saucepan holds this many bowls, then how many cups does this brown pot hold? So you've got to work back. Well, I won't tell you. So have a pause now, answer your questions. For the pot one, how many cups does the brown pot hold? You can put your answer as this many cups. No, the brown pot holds this many cups. Okay, pause me now, guys. Okay, have a little look at your arithmetic answers. Did you get them correct? If you didn't, go back, work through your answers, get a grown-up to work through them with you when they've got time to be able to sit with you and figure out where the mistake is, because the learning is in the mistakes. And let's have a look. The pot holds 40 cups of water. Let's see how we got there. So if inside this blue bowl there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cups, inside here there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in each of those bowls there are 5 cups. And these bowls hold the same amount as this. So this pan and these bowls are equal. So how many cups could be tipped into there? There's 5 in here. Add another 5, 10, 15, 20. So in here there's 20 cups. So if we know one of these can hold 20 cups, and one of these can hold 20 cups, if this is equal to this, the pot holds 40 cups of water. How did you do? Can you spot where, if you didn't get the right answer, can you spot where you went wrong? Because that's where the learning is. Let's have a look what Eva's up to. Eva wants to measure 2 litres of water into her tub. She only has a 5 litre and a 3 litre container. How can she use both containers to measure 2 litres? Okay, so pause me here and have a think about Eva and her problem. I'll read it again. Eva wants to measure 2 litres of water into a tub. She only has a 5 litre and a 3 litre container. How can she use both containers to measure 2 litres? Oh, what could you do? Maybe you need to get some cups out and some water. See if it can help you. Pause me now. So if Eva wants to measure what 2 litres is, if you find the difference, you know that there are 3 litres in here. So if you start with the 3 litres and you jump up to 5 litres, 3, 4, 5, that gives you a difference of 1, 2 litres, and it's 2 litres of water that Eva's wanting to find. So if you fill up your 5 litre and you tip your 5 litre into here to make it full, you'll have 3 litres in here. You'll have 3 litres in here, and you'll have your 4, 5, you'll have your 2 litres still in the bottom of here somewhere. So that's your 2 litres. So, a spoon holds 5 millilitres of liquid, and we need to figure out how many spoons of liquid there are in each container. So let's have a think. If that spoon holds 5 ml of water, each spoon, each spoon is here. So there's a spoon here, map. There's a spoon here, 5, 10, 15. So how many spoons of liquid are there in this first container? And how many spoons of liquid are there in this second container? So what multiplication skill can you use to solve this problem? So in your books, I want you to put tube A holds this many spoons of liquid, and I want you to write cylinder B holds this many teaspoons of liquid. Okay, so pause me now to write those down. Okay, so your answer is this first one holds 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're counting in our fives, aren't we? I've miscounted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. How many fives? So we know each teaspoon is 5 ml of liquid. So 5 times a number of jumps, and that's what we've got to find out, equals, and we know we land on 60. So of course we all know that 5 times 12 equals 60. Let's do the same over here. So again, we're going up in 5. So here's my teaspoon, 5, and this time we're going up to 80. So 5 times something takes us to 80. So let's count how many teaspoons there are. If you haven't got this one yet, why don't you pause me now? If this was a bit tricky, why don't you pause me now and see if you can find the answer before me. So pause me now if you haven't got it yet. If you have, let's keep working. So 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 teaspoons. 5 times 16 equals 80. Well done, guys. Let's have a look at grammar now. So circle the conjunction that you need to join the sentence together. Would you like popcorn? Would you prefer some sweets? So in your book, I would like you to write the new compound sentence. So get rid of that question mark and put the conjunction so or the conjunction or in. Read the sentence out loud, and instead of that question mark, put that conjunction in. Which one makes sense? Would you like some popcorn? Would you like some sweets? So pause me now. Write out your sentence using the correct conjunction, guys. Pause me now. Would you like some popcorn, or would you like some sweets? So wouldn't make sense, would it? Would you like some popcorn? So would you prefer some sweets? Doesn't make sense. So how did you do? Have you got that sentence, Bob, on? Which sentence uses the correct conjunction? You don't need to write anything down for this. This is a shout out one. So A, after swimming, I need a snack, but a drink of water. Or B, we will be doing gymnastics and playing hockey in PE this term. Which sentence uses the correct conjunction? Which one makes sense to you? A, after swimming, I need a snack but a drink of water. Or B, we will be doing gymnastics and playing hockey in PE this term. It's B, but doesn't make it. I really have to struggle to read that. After swimming, I need a snack, but a drink of water. Sounds weird. Doesn't work, does it? Okay, on to our English. So, you are the snail. It is time to transform you from your old self into the snail. What do you see? What do you sense? What do you feel? That description is going to engage your postcard reader. You want to make your reader wish that they were there with you. You want to make your reader wish you were here. You wish you were here is what I should have written. You want your reader to wish that they were there with you. So your postcard can be drawn in your book, or it could be made out of an old cereal box, some spare paper, some cardboard. There are no rules to what your cereal box looks like, to what your postcard's going to look like. It would be really nice if you're able to draw an image on the front, like a traditional postcard. So an image on the front, and then you can flip it and onto the back. That's where your address is going to be, and that's where your postcard's going to be. I'm excited to see these. So here's my postcard. I've got my address that I practice. I'm going to be making sure that I've got all those details bob on. Can I spell my surname correctly? That's really, really important now that we're getting near to the end of year 2. We need to make sure that we can spell our surnames bob on. Can you remember your address? So here's my postcard. Do you want to pause it here and have a little read of it first? That's a chance to work on your reading skills, and then I'll come back to you and read it in a moment. So it says, "To Mum, I have been having a fantastic time with the whale. We've been having wonderful adventures all over the world. My favourite place was when we were diving deep beneath the waves. We went down into the deepest, darkest parts of the ocean. Here I saw fish of all colours. Some were sparkling blue, others were rosy red, some were frightening orange and ghastly green. Despite how they looked, they were all friendly. During a game of races with the shark, I felt a bit frightened because the shark looked fierce. He wasn't, though. He was the most gentle shark that I've ever met. Later on, as I was resting in the beautiful coral, I felt a tickle on my back. It was a feather that had floated by. Can you guess what it was? It was a cheeky octopus trying to play. Wish you were here. Love from Whale." So I'm pretending to be the whale here. You're going to pretend to be the snail. Now you might be thinking, but Mrs. Upton, you're putting your own address in there. Because this isn't a postcard that you are sending, it's one for me to be able to see your writing skills, to make sure in geography you've got your address, to make sure your English skills are being able to write your name and address and bob on. That's why your details are there. They're for me to see, for me and Mrs. Mulliner to see. So if that's puzzling you, that's why. If you were writing this to send to somebody, then you would be putting their information there. But it's not very fair of me to ask you guys to be writing your own address and spending all that work doing that, and then going, and now I want you to do a different one. So that's why I'm asking you to do that. I hope that makes sense. So now is your chance. It's your time to write your postcard. You can make it out of anything that you want. I've done this sheet with the work pack, so if you feel like it might be helpful for you to print this out and stick it onto the back of something, or to stick it into your book, then you're welcome to do that. But otherwise, you can draw and you can do whatever you want. There are no rules. So and then I would put this on the front of my card, a little picture of me with the sharks, and a "wish you were here" with a question mark. Do you wish you were here? I'm not sure but it's okay, because in my description in my postcard, maybe they might, but the picture they might go, "Oh no, thank you." So it's your turn now. Can you create a fabulous postcard as a snail? And don't forget your connected curriculum work. We love seeing this work, so keep it coming, guys.